Hello there, it's me, Jar Jar, and today I have LEGO set number 75218, the X-Wing Starfighter. It's 730 pieces. It released back in 2018. I just want to make it clear this is the 2018 X-Wing, not the new 2021 X-Wing. It cost $80 back in 2018, but it is now retired, and you can no longer buy it from LEGO stores. So here's the set. So there are two different pairs of fighter, pilot, and droid combos in the set. There's Luke Skywalker and R2-D2, and Biggs Darklighter and R2-Q2. Here is Luke Skywalker first. So this set, if you don't know, is pretty much infamous for the brand new Rebel pilot helmet piece. But before we do that, he just comes with a normal pistol from the Star Wars line of sets. He also comes with a normal lightsaber in blue, which is just the same thing that we've gotten for a while. Pretty much the same torso and leg printing that we've gotten for the Rebellion pilots for a little while now. And then the same printing on the back, so nothing really new there. But of course, the helmet is brand new. And I'm going to bring in the old helmet. We'll put the old helmet on the left, so you can see the comparison there. This is the old helmet. This one's actually from the 2020 AT-AT set. This one's from the 2018 X-Wing set, this set. And you could just see the differences between the two of them. The helmet that's included in this set, this one is not included in this set. Again, want to be clear. This one, the one that is in the set, has a visor on the helmet. It's a dual molded helmet, and the visor's in the helmet. So once you take off the helmet, the visor comes off, whereas the older style, the visor is printed onto the minifigure head. There's also a very noticeable size difference between the two helmets. You can see that this one's just bulkier. It's taller, it's bigger on the minifigure head in general compared to the older one here. There's also more detail on the side of this one than there is on the side of the older one. You could see that there. There's just more detail. Here's the face print of Luke Skywalker that's included in this set. Obviously, it does not have the visor on the face print like the old one does, because the visor is on the helmet. So you could see there, he's kind of smiling. And then the back side of the face, he's very determined. Personally, I think this was a good experiment. I think this was a good idea to try and do a visor. I just think that the old one is just iconic. This old one is too iconic. It's been in LEGO Star Wars, I believe, since 1999, when the theme started, if not close to then. I just think it's way too iconic, and I appreciate them trying to do something new. Like, they tried to do something new with the new Darth Vader helmet, and I appreciate that. And I like the new Darth Vader helmet, but, there was some backlash with the new Darth Vader helmet compared to the older one. But I think we've fully adopted that now. This one, obviously, they reverted back to the older style of helmet, just because fans really, really were not happy with this one. I think it's okay. I think I do really prefer the other one. I really prefer the old one here. But I don't think this one's as bad as everyone says it is. I think it's inferior to the old one, but I don't think it's as bad as everyone says. So there's your Luke Skywalker minifigure. I guess we'll do Luke Skywalker's droid next, R2-D2, as everyone knows. This is the same exact R2-D2 build that we've gotten for a while. Ever since the beginning, in fact. And just, the printing is the same on the torso and the legs, or not the torso, excuse me, the body frame here and the head. It was newer. I think it was introduced in like 2016, I want to say, this newer updated printing. Not really sure, but it is newer. The pieces are the same as like the original R2-D2. So, with the new helmet, the new Rebellion helmet, I like LEGO. I like it when they try to do new things, like the new Darth Vader helmet, like the new Rebel pilot helmet. And I would love to see them try and do an Astromech Droid differently. If it doesn't work out, then guess what? You can always revert back to this Astromech Droid. You know, like a battle droid. They've been using the same pieces for battle droids since 1999. You know, maybe try to switch it up, see how it goes. If it doesn't go well, then switch back to the old ones. You know, that's the good thing about these Rebel Pilot helmets. If you don't like them, then you just don't need to get them. That's it. Just get the old ones. But obviously, you know, R2-D2 has his 2 legs. You can angle him forward if you'd like to, and my printing on the head is actually pretty straight. Sometimes they have a problem with the printing on the dome head, and but mine's pretty good. So there's R2-D2, kind of your standard R2-D2. Our next minifigure is Biggs Darklighter. Not as well known or as popular as Luke Skywalker, definitely, but still one of the Rebel pilots. He also comes with a pistol, same torso and legs as Luke Skywalker. I mean, they're both Rebel pilots. They're both going to be wearing the Rebel pilot suits. Same back printing as well. And again, he uses that new helmet piece. This one obviously has some different printing on the side that's more accurate to Biggs Darklighter. And some printing on the top as well. You can see that there, those lines on the top. And again, the visor comes off because it's the new helmet mold. And you can see Biggs' face there. He's smiling. He's got his mustache, which looks pretty cool. And he's got his mustache on the back as well for your secondary face. If I could get the helmet on there. There you go. Biggs Darklighter. Pretty cool minifig. I mean, I appreciate it that they actually included 2 separate pairs. So, you know, if you want it to be Luke's X-Wing, it could be Luke's X-Wing. If you want it to be Biggs X-Wing, you can make it Biggs X-Wing. Our final minifigure of this set is R2-Q2, which is very interesting. I'm not familiar with this character at all. I was somewhat familiar with Biggs Darklighter, but not familiar with R2-Q2 here. But a silver Astromech Droid, as you can see here. Some nice printing. I think the gray really looks nice on the character. Again, printing on the top of the head is fairly straight for mine. Again, they, like I said, R2, they really, they have sometimes they have trouble printing on the dome of the head of the Astromech Droid, but mine's pretty straight, pretty good. To be honest, some nice detailing. Again, not a character that we get that often because it's more of an obscure character, but that's okay. Again, just kind of standard Astromech Droid, not that much interesting or new with this one. So the one and only build of the set is the X-Wing itself. This is similar to other X-Wings that we've gotten in the past. This is obviously Luke Skywalker's X-Wing here, Red 5, and I really like the detailing on it. You know, that's the main reason why I picked up this set on the secondhand market as opposed to buying the new 2021 X-Wing. I just think this one's more detailed and it's just overall a better display piece than the new one. So there are some stickers here and there across the build, which I'm not a huge fan of stickers, but I think they're okay when there's some details that you really could not get through with pieces. So let's start with the nose here, which is kind of your standard X-Wing nose that they've used on Rebel X-Wings. They've used on Resistance X-Wings for a little while now. There's a couple of stickers here. Let's see if there you can see that one. And another one up here closer to the cockpit. There's some nice detailing on the side. Sorry, wait, it broke. A piece broke off, and I'll talk about that a little bit later. But some nice detailing on the side with some red, white, and this sand blue color. Both of the sides are not symmetrical, so the other side is not the same. You can see the sand blue is not there as it was on the other side, and that's okay. That's the way it's supposed to be, actually. It's not asymmetrical with the coloring. You have, as you can see close to the cockpit, these stud shooters, which I'm pretty sure you know how they work. You just push in, and then the stud goes flying, and there's one on each side of the cockpit. You have this cockpit piece, which is the same cockpit piece that they use for the Resistance X-Wings, and then they started using it for the Rebellion X-Wings. They use it for the 2021 X-Wing, so I really appreciate that. I think it's very accurate. I like the printing all around. No, not stickers on it, so there's printing all around the cockpit, which is cool. That's just on a little clip there, so you can open that up. Inside, you have Luke Skywalker's seat in there. There's a little seat in there. There's a fire extinguisher that's on just a little jumper, so you could take that out. Very simple build for a fire extinguisher. And there's a little detail. It's going to be a little bit hard to see. I don't know if... Just kind of... Here, I'm going to try to pull it out. Oh, okay. Pulled that more than I wanted to, but that's okay. Just printed control piece on a double cheese slope. Not a new printed control piece. This is an old one that they've used before. That's okay. You can close that up. You can obviously fit your minifigure on there on just your standard chair piece. We move closer to the back. There's an area right here to put your Astromech Droid. There's a jumper in there, so they slide right in there. On the wings, so I really like the pieces that they use here. I think it's really awesome. They actually use this piece, which is an extra piece here, this ice pick piece, you can see that, for some detailing in here, which just looks awesome. Really, really great. I like the use of this triangular piece here, modified triangular piece here. I think that looks really good on all of the wings. There's some more sticker detailing on the top here that's not symmetrical either. That you can see. So you can see that sticker right there, and you can see the one on the other side is gray, just some black kind of box detailing on that. The wings also have stickers on them. So there's a sticker here, and there's a sticker here as well for Red 5, and then on the other wing there's more stickers where the other ones were as well. You can also see there are spring-loaded shooters. There's 2 on each side, so 1 for each wing. And again, you guys know how they work. You just push down on the spring-loaded shooter, and they shoot off, and you just put them back in to reload. What else? I guess let's talk about the back here. I like the shaping of the back right here. I think that shaping is spot on. It's kind of another reason why I don't like the new one. I think the new one is very blocky back here, but this one, I love the shaping on the sides here. Some greebling in here. The engines back here, that's what fell off before. Sometimes these engines can fall off. They're not really connected that strongly. So that's a little bit annoying, but that's okay. I appreciate that the rubber bands that they use to hold the wings closed, as I shoot off a spring-loaded shooter, I appreciate that the rubber bands that they use to hold the wings closed are white, which matches really well with the color scheme of the X-Wing overall. So they're kind of hidden. That's great. There's obviously on the bottom, so you can see there's like a Technic pin on the bottom here, which is weird. And I'll show you what that does. There's some landing gear, and the landing gear in the front here. Let's see, there you go. That landing gear in the front there is just Technic, and you can just fold that up if you'd like to display in flight mode. If you'd like to display it in flight mode. Sorry, the engine fell off again. And obviously the big draw of the set is to actually put X-Wing in attack position. Put the S-foils in attack position, so you just move up this tan piece back here. You just move it up back there, and the wings open, and it looks really, really cool. Sorry, my setup is kind of small for this, but it looks really, really cool. And that Technic pin on the bottom there, as you can see, is sticking out now. And what that does is when you push that in, the wings close. So when you actually land it, if I open the landing gear in the front here, when you actually land it, the wings close. So you just put it down, the wings close, which I guess perhaps doesn't really make that much sense, because if you're landing an X-Wing, you probably already, you know, close the wings because you're not in attack position anymore, you know, because you're, you know, assuming that you're landing on like a rebel base or somewhere like that. Like, you're not going to have your S-foils in attack position, but still a cool feature. And that pin, again, you could just push it if you'd like to close it. That pin is also, you could easily just take that pin out and leave it out. You know, if you want to display it in attack mode, you want to maybe hang it from the ceiling or something like that, and you're like, oh, that pin's really ugly on the bottom there. You could easily take it out, so don't worry about that. You can, of course, like I said, let's take our Luke Skywalker here, put him inside. You could put him in there. And you can stick R2-D2 back here, and you have a really, really good looking duo there. Now, some of you more hardcore Star Wars fans might say, well, why did they include Biggs Darklighter and R2-Q2 to put in the X-Wing if this is Luke's X-Wing, right? This is Red 5. It's Luke's X-Wing. That's what the 5 stripes here on each wing mean. It's Red 5. It's Luke Skywalker. As the engine continues to fall off. Well, guess what? Lego thought about that and included this. 2x3 plates with 2 more stickers with the correct number of stripes on them. So you can have, you know, you could take your brick separator and you could take off the plates that are here, and instead of having Red 5, you can put these plates on and have it Red 3, and you could put Biggs Darklighter in, you could put R2-Q2 in, and it'll be accurate. So that is awesome. Personally, I'm going to keep it as Red 5. I'm going to keep it as Luke Skywalker's X-Wing. That's the one that I want to keep it as. But if you wanted to, you can, you know, buy 2 of them and keep one Luke Skywalker and keep one Biggs Darklighter X-Wing. That's really cool. I really appreciate that. That's, I mean, it didn't really cost them much. It cost them 2x3 plates, and I guess designing these stickers, which is, you know, kind of a lot designing stickers, but still, I really appreciate that they thought about that. And then also I wanted to mention the bottom here, these wings do not have stickers like the top do. You know, the top have a ton of stickers on those wings. The bottom does not have pretty much any stickers here. And that's really it for the set. So for the extra pieces of the set, like I showed before, I guess you could count these 2x3 tiles as extra pieces with the stickers on them. That is, again, to switch out the tiles that are already on there. If you want it to be Luke's X-Wing or Biggs's X-Wing, you know, that's up to you. You get a couple more ammo for your spring-loaded shooters. You get some other extra pieces here. Nothing too interesting, too cool. To me, the coolest one is one I already showed you, which is this ice pick piece right here that they use for some greebling on it, which is pretty cool. Here's the sticker sheet, which has 10 stickers on it, including, you know, the multiple stickers, you know, the 2 used for Luke, the 2 used for Biggs, so, you know. And then finally, the instruction booklet. Here it is. It's a binded instruction booklet. This set came out the year after The Last Jedi came out, so there's Last Jedi art on it. Rey, Finn, and Poe as well. There are 6 bags for the set. 6 bags, and fairly large instruction booklet. I mean, just like, it's big, not like lengthy or anything like that. I just used some large paper. And then there's some 2018 sets as well here. It's from Solo, from the original trilogy, and one from the prequels, Anakin's. And the minifigs for those sets, and more Solo related stuff, and just something with Kylo Ren back here, the Lego Life app. So what are my opinions on the set? To me, this is my favorite Lego Star Wars set, or not my favorite Lego Star Wars set, excuse me, my favorite Lego X-Wing. Obviously, that's why I bought it. I think it's better than the 2021 X-Wing, just in the detailing alone. It's more detailed, it's a better model, and 2021 X-Wing is more affordable. It has better minifigures, I think, but I just like the look of this one better. And you know, for the new helmets, I think they're interesting. I appreciate Lego trying something new. It doesn't always work out. You know, I appreciate it when they try new things. You know, there are some molds that, you know, maybe, like I said, the Astromech Droids, it'd be kind of cool to see what a new Astromech Droid would look like, because this is the same mold since 1999. You know, just try new things, and if it's well received, and if the fans love it, then cool, keep it. You know, like the Darth Vader helmet, or the new Stormtrooper helmets, not very well received, but not as much blowback as these helmets had. And obviously, if it's like these helmets where people really, really don't like them, easily just revert back to the old mold. You still have the old molds. So I really appreciate it. I think for $80, this was not a bad set. I do think it's, you know, a little crazy that the X-Wings kept climbing and climbing in price to, I think the one from the Rise of Skywalker last year was $90, which is crazy. $90, almost $100 for an X-Wing is absolutely crazy. So I'm happy that they went, you know, they made it smaller for the 2021 X-Wing. I'm happy they're kind of like trying to do it again, but this one was very detailed, and I think is the best play scale version of Luke Skywalker's X-Wing. So, thank you for watching. See you guys next time.